Hey guys! Today I'll be showing you how to download and install the Grand Theft Auto IV snow mod. And what this snow mod does is it essentially retextures all of Liberty City to make it winter themed, and it's a lot of fun. So let's get started. So you're going to need two things to install the snow mod. You're going to need to download the Spark IV, which is a tool that allows you to replace specific files in Grand Theft Auto IV that you normally wouldn't be able to replace. And you're also going to need the snow mod itself, which is quite large. I'll provide both links in the description so you can get there quickly. The snow mod's going to take, it's around 4 gigabytes, so it's going to take probably a few hours to download, so I'm warning you of that. So, once you've downloaded both of those and extracted the files, you're going to want to make a folder to house each one of them. I made a folder for Spark IV and put all the files into, I just called it Spark IV Vanilla. And for the snow mod, I have a mods folder, so I just named it GTA IV Snow Mod and placed all the files in there. Now, once you've downloaded it, we can start installing it. There's a README here, and it just essentially says to replace all files and use Spark IV for the audio, which I will do later. So, let's get started replacing those files then. You'll want to have the Rockstar Games folder out too, with all of these files. So, first we have to replace our vehiclefx.dat. Don't replace the shortcut, because that I think it's just useless. It should be right here. We are on Common Data Effects. Yep, right there. You'll want to copy everything if you want to keep all the files of the mod. So I'm just going to copy and paste everything. So just do that, and you'll have that replaced. That's our first replaced file. Then we go to materials. For the materials, what this does, it determines the thickness of the snow and how much snow you want. So the heavy, there's going to be a lot of snow, and you're going to skid a lot. It's basically unplayable if you want to drive anywhere. So I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're just doing this for fun, or you just want to laugh at all the AI drivers skidding around. The medium, which I used earlier, is basically a compromise between light and heavy. It's still kind of hard to drive, but it's manageable. And there's still the fun factor of the AI. Light is the most playable here. And I'm using light right now because it's not impossible to go everywhere, and I still have the snow feeling when I'm driving around. So I'm just going to put light right now. And what you want to do is you want to rename it materials. Just materials. So do that and then copy it. Then paste it so you can replace the original one. And then you're done with that. And now we have the handling.dat. And that essentially replaces the car handling, so they skid more often. So go ahead and replace that. So now we're going to go into the PC section to replace those. We'll start off with the things inside the data. And the first thing we're going to replace is the GTXD, and what the GTXD is those are the road textures. So what this does is it makes the roads they look all snowy. So once you have that all replaced, you have snowy roads now. And now we have to replace all of these. What these do is they make it look as if it's snowing when it's actually raining. So you'll see little snowflakes when it's snowing or there's lightning. Now this is what makes the whole file huge, because the GTXD doesn't replace all textures. What the East Jersey Manhattan props inside PC data on maps of Grand Theft Auto IV does is it essentially covers all the textures in snow. It replaces everything. These files are pretty big, so I'm not going to replace them here, but you'll get what I'm doing. You'll need to copy all these folders and then paste them here. And you'll need to do this for everything. I'm going to cancel out of this right now, because it's going to take probably 10 minutes to replace everything, but you're going to need to check and say yes to everything. You'll have to wait a little bit, and then you'll have everything replaced. Don't worry, nothing will go wrong. It didn't go wrong for me, so it probably won't go wrong for you if you follow this. So finally, we're going to replace the time cycle .dat, which makes the weather or the sky look snowy or as if it's winter. Did we already do that? I think we did. Yep, we already did that. No, we didn't. Oh, I'm not thinking here. So, what we're doing here is we are replacing the vehicles. You go to Data, Models, and then CDI Images, and you're going to replace this vehicles with that. And what this does is it makes all the cars covered in snow. And once you replace that, you're good. There's not much in the textures folder to replace. Just FX Rain, FX Projects, and the loading screens. And the two FXs, they just also help make the effect of snow, along with the rain and storm emitters, look like as if it's winter when it's raining or there's a lightning storm. The loading screen makes the GTA loading screen with all the people showing up. Their backgrounds are snow-filled instead of the normal fall backgrounds. It says in the README though that you need to go to Spark IV to replace these. I found that you don't need to do that, so don't worry about it. You can replace them directly without using Spark IV. So now, the last thing we're going to need to do requires Spark IV, and it's going to just replace the audio so there's no rain sound or odd sounding when you're on the snow. Since when you're on the snow, there's not a lot of noise. You just have the snow noise. So you're going to replace these. So we're going to fire up Spark IV, and we'll just go ahead and replace those. So, let me close out of this. You'll want to go to Common, never mind, PC, Audio, SFX, and then you'll want to go to resident.rpf, double click that, and then click Resident. And what you want to do is you want to copy these and then paste them onto a desktop. And then you're going to import these. So import extras.ivod and import wheelloops.ivod. And then you want to save it, and then close out, go to resident. You want to export that to the desktop. Then you can close out Spark IV, since that's all you really need to do. And then you'll want to do the same thing and go back to Audio, SFX, and where you've exported resident.rpf, you just move it there and replace it. And I should get this out, put this back there. I think that's it. So I'll be showing you how it looks in game, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back to show how the snow mod looks in game. And you'll see that it's quite a winter wonderland with snowflakes flying everywhere and cars with snow. And if we do some driving around, oops. Oh, that's the trainer, but anyways, so you'll see how we're skidding. And there's snow tracks everywhere, and cars are wild in the snow, since no one knows how to drive in the snow in Liberty City. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it helps you install the Snowbot so you can have your own winter wonderland and have little Serbian Nico in a nice winter hat walking around in the snow. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye then.